So let's continue part two key software process model. There are two types software process type that are plan driven and agile process. I gonna start with plan driven. What is plan driven? All of activity or processes in plan driven are planned or processed in advance. So what that mean? That mean all more information that is greater must be reflected or must be shown as a supply schedule and risk fluctuation. And what happens next if there is shrinking business? There must be hard to do that. It means our plan must be replanned for a new requirement. So, and what about advantage of plan driven? The first, plan driven must require no acknowledge and requirement at the beginning. It's suitable for stable growth environment. And what about disadvantage of plan driven? So definitely it's lack of user participation in the life cycle of the creation, and it should be expensive if there is a new specification of customer happening. And the another of the software process type is agile process. What about uh, the main characteristic of agile process? The agile process must be adaptable for technical and environment change. Uh, it must be incremental. The customer feedback must be used to create the next incremental of the process. And the software increment must be delivered in a short span of time. And what about the advantage of agile model? So it reduces total of development time to the whole project. Definitely customer can represent their idea during the process because the customer at the center of the create or share their requirement in this activity. There are many software process model, but in this video, I will show the main software process model that is popular. First, I gonna talk about waterfall model. What is waterfall model? Waterfall model is a classical software development. It must be completed in a specific order. One is popular, but now is not popular. So this is a step of waterfall model. The waterfall model can consider when that one phase can be started after the completion of the previous phase. There are many phases in a waterfall model. I'm gonna to show you that start with requirement. The first phase involves gathering in requirement from stakeholder and it's must analyzing them to understand the scope and objective of the project. Second, design. This involves creating a detailed design document that outlines the software architecture, user interface, and system component. Third, development phase is include implementation. This phase also include unit testing to ensure that each component of the software is working as expectation. For testing, in the testing phase, the software is tested as a whole to ensure that it meets the requirement and is free from defects. Right deployment, once the software has been tested and approved, it is deployed to the production environment. And six, maintenance. That involves fixing any issue that arise after the software has been deployed and ensuring that it continues to meet the requirement over time. What about advantage of waterfall model? Definitely, it's easy to understand. It's very simple and easy to understand. Properly defined is that if the model is clearly defined, clear milestone, it has very clear and well understood milestone, and work well for smaller project and project where require are well understood. So what software process model I'm gonna show you is incremental process model. This is maybe a plan driven or agile. There are four main steps in phase of incremental model. First, requirement analysis. The plan is made just for the next incremental and not for any kind of long-term plan. Therefore, it's easier to modify the version as per the needs of the customer. To design and development, the development team first take to develop core feature of the system. Once the core features are fully developed, then they are refined to increase level of capability by adding new function in successive version. Pre-deployment and testing. After requirement gathering and specification requirement are then split into several different versions, starting with in each successive increment. The next version is constructed and then deployed at the customer site. In development and testing, the product is checked and tested for the actual process of the model. And for implementation, in implementation after the last version, it is now deployed at the client side. So what advantage of the increment process model? Definitely prepare the software fast. Client also have a clear idea of the project. Uh, can change are easy to implement. Provide risk and handling support because of its iteration. Editing the criteria and scope is flexible and less costly. And the last, the identification of error is simple. So integration and configuration, it is the last software process model that I'm gonna show you. The model allows the developer to integrate existing solution and share resources to create new software that supply functionality. So the advantage of model is reduce software development cost and risk while resulting in faster delivery. That is the outline of integration and configuration. There are basic of activity that every model should have, starting with requirements specification and continue to software discovery or software evolution. If this state is working, we will meet requirement refinement. So after this state, there are two states that is that is possible. That is configuration and integration. I'm gonna talk configurations first. In this phase, if a whole system is selected, it is configured to set up the environment to provide the required functionality. On the other hand, if a set of components is chosen, they are configured all together to work together as a whole new system to provide the required functionality. This phase may lead to the creation of a new component if needed. And integration, this is the last phase where our config component or system are integrated and tested to check that they work and supply the required functionality as expected.